Hi, my name is Valerie. I'm a registered nurse and a health educator specializing in wellness. I have worked with hundreds of people who were told that they need to improve their heart health. These people come to me because their doctor told them that they had to make some changes, or because they were worried about high blood pressure or family history, or maybe it was high cholesterol or another concerning lab result like an elevated lipoprotein A. Through both my professional and my personal experience, I have learned that the easy part about improving health is knowing what to do. It is the actual doing it that usually gets in the way. And we are surrounded by so many recommendations for heart health. Eat this, move that way, reduce your stress. And most of these are rooted in solid science, but they will not do you any good if you cannot consistently do them. Recommendations are just recommendations. It takes actual behaviors to improve health. And if a new behavior does not fit into your real life, it will not last, no matter how motivated you are to get started. And when new habits do start to fall apart, you are left feeling like maybe you cannot do what is needed to improve your heart health. You might even just give up because you feel like maybe there is something wrong with you. Things like you lack willpower, you lack discipline, but really there is nothing wrong with you. Most people think that habits fall apart because of a lack of discipline or willpower. But what is really missing is the right behavior change method, a way to take these broader recommendations and turn them into small, specific behaviors that you can actually do consistently and in a way that fits into your real life. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 key recommendations that support heart health and show you how to break each of them down into practical, realistic behaviors that you can start doing right now. These new behaviors do not have to be big or impressive. They just have to be doable. Because once you start doing them and keep doing them, you will begin to build momentum. And then you start stacking up these small wins. And eventually you build a wall of protective habits that can help lower your risk, support your heart, and improve your long-term health. Probably the most common recommendation that you hear about heart health is to get more exercise. But how do you actually start doing it in a way that fits into your life? Let's start with aerobic activity. Aerobic activity is any type of movement that increases your heart rate, like, for example, brisk walking. This kind of movement strengthens your heart and helps lower blood pressure. The general recommendation out there is usually to get about 150 minutes per week. But you don't need to start there in order to start seeing benefits. Some studies show that as little as just around 11 minutes a day can make a measurable difference in your cardiovascular health. If you are starting from scratch, then start small. Maybe after lunch or dinner, set a 5-minute timer and go for a short walk. And then that's it. You don't need to change your shoes or plan a big route or make it a big production. Just step outside or walk around your home. 5 minutes of any intentional movement is a win. And once that starts to feel more natural, you can add another minute or two. Over time, these small steps can build up. You can also sneak in more movement by doing things you already do, but just doing them a little bit differently. Like parking a little farther away from the store entrance, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or marching in place during commercial breaks, or while you're waiting for your coffee to brew in the morning. These might sound like small things, but that is the point. Small behaviors are doable, and doable behaviors are repeatable. Strength training is also a good place to start, and it also benefits the heart by improving metabolic health and muscle strength. It does not have to be intimidating. Strength work is anything that challenges your muscles. Body weight exercises like wall push-ups, squats, or light resistance bands absolutely count. And you can make it super simple to start. For example, after brushing your teeth in the morning, do 2 squats, and that's it. You don't have to do a full workout, just those 2 squats. If that feels manageable, you'll likely keep doing it. And if you do keep doing it, you will naturally add more over time. This is how healthy habits grow. The key is that you do not have to aim for perfection or do intense workouts like you see on social media. And you don't need to impress anyone. Find something small and doable that you can actually stick with. Once that is in place, then you have a foundation. And from that foundation, real change can start. Most people also know that diet can make a huge difference when it comes to heart health. But just like with exercise, trying to overhaul everything at once can be counterproductive because big changes are hard to stick with. The most effective changes are the ones that are small enough that you can actually stick with them. Most people know that they should eat more vegetables, but this can feel vague, and depending on your starting diet, can even seem overwhelming. So instead of vague goals like eating healthier or adding more vegetables, try aiming for more specific, smaller behaviors like adding one vegetable to one meal per day. Just start with one. So this could be like adding sliced cucumbers to your sandwich or some baby carrots on the side, or microwaving some frozen broccoli with dinner. Another scalable nutrition upgrade is choosing whole grains over refined grains. An easy behavior here might be to swap whole grains for refined grains at dinner. So instead of that usual white rice, switch to brown rice or quinoa. Or if you eat pasta, switch to a whole grain or bean variety. Or maybe it is easier for you to start with another meal and maybe switch out your white toast for whole grain toast, for example. Reducing sugar intake is another area to look at. Most of us consume more added sugar than we realize. But again, rather than trying to eliminate all sugar overnight, start small. So, like one doable habit might be to replace one sugary drink with water or some other type of unsweetened option per day. So maybe it's just one soda swapped out for sparkling water, or swapping out sweet tea for herbal tea. What it comes down to is that you do not have to wait until you can follow a completely perfect plan. How many people put off eating healthier because a holiday is coming up and they won't be able to stick with it? It does not have to be that way. Just start with making one small upgrade. This is not like going on a diet. It is more like fitting in healthier eating habits into your real life. Stress is often overlooked, but it plays a powerful role in heart health. Chronic stress can raise blood pressure, disrupt sleep, and increase inflammation, all of which strain the cardiovascular system. That said, managing stress does not mean eliminating it completely. The goal is to build in small practices that help your body reset and recover throughout the day. So let's start with the idea of a simple daily stress reset. This can take many forms and it does not have to be complicated. One of the simplest habits is to just take 3 slow, deep breaths. Just start with 3. You can do this while sitting in your car before heading into work, or while waiting for the microwave to finish, or right before opening up your email inbox at work. These little moments of calm tell your nervous system that you are safe and that you can relax. If you prefer something more structured, mindfulness practices can be powerful. But again, these do not need to be long or formal. A 1-minute body scan or a short guided meditation or simply noticing the sounds around you for 30 seconds can all create calm. You might try doing this right after brushing your teeth or while waiting for your coffee to brew so that it is connected to something that you already do. Journaling can also be a helpful release, but you don't have to sit down for 30 minutes and write pages and pages. Try just jotting down one thought or feeling at the end of the day. This can help you process emotions and reduce mental clutter. Even something as simple as writing one thing down that you are grateful for can shift your mindset and soften stress. There are many other options out there, but whatever option you choose, the key is to make it tiny enough that it fits into your real life. You are not trying to become a Zen guru overnight. You're just giving yourself small amounts of relief spread throughout your day. Over time, these easily repeated moments become habits, and those little habits help protect your heart, calm your mind, and give you some space to breathe. You do not need a dramatic life overhaul to improve your heart health. You just need to take an approach that focuses on small, realistic actions that you can actually do consistently. In this video, I covered 3 broad key recommendations that support heart health and broke each one down into tiny dual behaviors that you can start practicing today. But if none of these ideas work for you, that is okay. Brainstorm your own behaviors, ones that you know you can stick with, even if they feel ridiculously easy. The goal is to build a foundation of success. From there, you can start stacking a wall of healthy habits that will truly last. And if you think you might want some support, I really want to help you make these types of changes. Whether you are trying to improve your heart health, your brain health, or reduce your risk of other chronic diseases. In order to do that, I am working on developing a new program right now called Wellness by Design. This program is built around the same behavior design science that I talked about in this video. And I want to help as many people as I can, so it will be a very low cost program. This membership type program will be focused on helping you create sustainable habits using a step by step method with tools to help you stay consistent, plus live support group calls so you're never doing it alone. If you think this might sound helpful, I'm putting a link in the description to sign up for the wait list. When you sign up for the wait list, it'll let me know that this kind of support is needed and desired, and will also help shape the program. It also ensures that you will be the first to know when I am rolling it out. And if this video was helpful for you, please like it and subscribe to my channel. I would also love to know what you thought, so please leave a comment, or if you have any questions, you can also leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please take good care of yourself.